kind of gossiping going on about me. Not that I bumped into it, no. One put the other on the speaker for me to hear, but we were having a conversation. And obviously, the one that put the other one on speaker did not expect the other one to say what she said about me. It's like she staged a call for me to listen to a particular conversation, not knowing that that other person will say this very terrible thing about me, which, you know, I wasn't expecting, because I was kind, I was nice, I have been very nice to both of them. And then suddenly someone I like just said something, you know, out of the purity of her heart. Because, you know, at times you can't fault people for saying negative things about you. If that's how they feel about you, they are free to do so. Even though you might be, you know, a bit disappointed. But then that is life for all of us. Even whilst we were on that, having a normal conversation, and I heard it, bam. I froze up a bit. It was an open place, not me recording anybody. I cannot be in front of you and your friend is talking, and I will now take my phone doing this. It was suspecting. So there was nothing like anyone recording anybody. And neither did Farida record Larrit for me. Never. She didn't record her. They were having a conversation, you know. And not that I met them on a convo. No, she called her right in front of me. There are things I wouldn't want to say, per se. Because if there's anything I had, it is privacy, like seriously, and we've been having it. But unfortunately for them, they got themselves, you know, roped in this Facebook mess with someone that is already a highly controversial, wicked blogger who messed up the whole thing yesterday. Is that not what I said last night? If this were to be your daughter, and you even heard this about, you know, this person, would you bring it up as at the time that she was about to get married? Let's assume the other one offended her, or the other one came to you and said, Elopulu nkoko down. Would you ignite more fight and hatred between them as at the time that one was about to shame Koriri? Responsible older person, one that has a genuine, you know, heart for both of them, one that truly cares, a nurturing mother would have said, well, there are times that there are things to say, and there will not be enough time to discuss it. And there are times there will be enough time, ample time at hand, but then there will not be just anything to say. In this kind of situation, it's better to look for when there will be ample time and when the atmosphere will be conducive to discuss such, not when one of them is planning, that is Sheyawo. You know, so after I heard what the other person said, and the other one was telling me, but you know, deep inside me, in my head, I was processing it, that what have I done to this person? Why would she do this to me? Whatever. I got up. I went home. Things happened a few days after. One was calling the other out. Some things were happening. How did somebody hear? You know, I am someone that when I love you and you do something to hurt me, I will always pass my message across to hear your part of the story. That why would you do that to me though? Both of them knew, even though the other one on the phone wouldn't have seen if we were recording, but there was nothing like recorded, and neither did our friend recorder to send to me. It was right in my presence there. It happened. I didn't meet her on the call. She placed the call after I got there. And she wasn't expecting it either. It's just like when you just call someone and you did not expect what the other person on the, you know, we all do it. Maybe I'm here now and I pick one of my friends' call and one was in the room. I can't so kokoni. See me o de rope èyí tó wà lórí phone ma sọ̀rọ̀ débi nǹkan tó sọ yẹn. Too many things involved. They've been having hiccups before then, and I've been pacifying the one that I am closer to, which is the cream seller. I have been pacifying her. Lójú now, Ojulo now, má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ now, lójú now. Ó dá sọ fún, sọ nǹkan tó ṣe fún gangan. Lójú. I have always told her, and she told me, well, it was more than what, you know, I know. So I don't like to get myself involved in they say leave Facebook. I've frozen up with the one that said something about me. When she posts, I don't like, I don't dislike. I just go on my own. As a human being that had something very negative from someone that I never expected, someone I've never hurt, was a big deal there. And then the other friend was like, you know, it was just some petty talk, nothing big deal at all. It was a big deal. But what came from the other side was a bit of a banger. The other person quoted her verbatim, but it wasn't so much of a big deal to me because, you know, things happen. And me go very running because I don't want to feed all this nuisance. I want low life as ye. I want to retake ko I want walara ko wa won. I want láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tó ń bájà àtàwọn àwọn wèrè ẹ̀sìn àtàwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ present àtàwọn gbogbo ilẹ̀ ní tiyín lára náà. So I don't like people to tọwọ́ bọ̀ nǹkan kẹwàá jẹ́ kó wà messy. So after a while, one of her auntie, like a big sister to her that happens to be my home friend, my very good friend, that one now called me, Dad, can we go to her birthday? And I said my mind that go to whose birthday? I never want to have anything to do with that girl. She bitches about me behind me and I have not offended her. I've been nice to her. And she went like, bitch about you? I said, yes. I heard it. That one said that is impossible. So we drag it forth and back. And when that one called her that, Abike has been very nice to you. Abike raised a concern that she doesn't want to have anything to do with you because you did some things to her. But she would not say that. She has asked me that I wouldn't say much about it. So that one came back to me to ask me, Abike, can you just mention what it is? And I wouldn't say. And they tried again and again and again. And I said, no, she's just someone that gossips and I don't want to get myself involved with people like this ever. So I am human. I heard it with my ears and it affected my thinking, my thought, and my opinion about her personality. So now I have to move back. I don't want to find myself in any mess with anybody. I'm a very private person. As much as you also that shit online, I am a very, very private person, and that is why you see all this nonsense rumor, all their lies going on about me. Oh, they treat her out today, and in the same house, I am still there. On this fateful day, I think I was on my way traveling somewhere to Ibadan or Abeokuta, so they both called me, and my friend said, well, since I have opened up, that this person is on the phone now, she wants to hear. To God who made me. I wrecked for her big time. And to my surprise, she was calm all through. And I quoted everything verbatim the way she said it, and she went like, I said, what have I done to you? And she's like, who told you? I said, I wouldn't say. But don't say that about me anymore. Because I don't believe that friends should say that about themselves. Behind, regardless of what it is. So, she went like, God, that she never thought she would hurt me this much. And she apologized sincerely. She said, can I tell her who told me? I didn't want to quote, I didn't want to say what happened. Because I knew that the intention of the other person too was not for me to hear that very part. And she wasn't expecting her, because we were discussing about something, she wasn't expecting her, you know, to say that either. It's possible they've been saying it behind me, but, you know, she wouldn't think that she would go to that length, you know, within the short period of time that we were discussing what we were discussing. So that's why there's no big deal there. You know, we went, after she apologized genuinely severally. And then I called the other one that, well, there's no big deal, she has apologized. Let's move above this and let's all be friends again. And she insisted that it would not be possible. I said, why? Because of this thing, the person has apologized. He said, oh, why would I let her know? Why would I? I said, no, I'm not the kind of person that when I hear such, I pretend all true. You remember, I have pretended for like 4 months. I have walked away. I have avoided her. And then she became uncomfortable that why was I giving her attitude? And because I'm not someone that hides my feelings, I just had to let her know. And that's just it. And, you know, when someone hurts you and the person asks for forgiveness, what else do you want? The other one to pounce, But remember, they've been having hiccups, which we have tried to. I won't go deeply into things. So I told both of them, with that other older person on the phone, we called A, we called B. You have to let this thing go. For the sake of the people that have been with you guys, for the sake of the people that believe so much in you guys' friendship. Shit happens behind the door. Titi lo won ikeso sita àìmọye àwọn èèyàn náà wọ́n pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n rí oríṣiríṣi nínú friendship so kò sí big deal. Like they've been having their issues and more things was coming out from A to B, from B to A. I wasn't a part, so there's little I could do. But remember, I am closer to cream seller, and all I keep telling her every time she raises a concern is that calm down. You are the bigger person. Calm down. You are the bigger person. Let your age reflect on you. I go to Bodomashuri be away. But you will calm down. Call her. Say whatever it is that you have heard. Let her know the person that said it. I hate something that thank God all of them know me. When you come to tell me things, and I do say this, times often online, that don't tell me what you will say, don't go and hack so. Because I will go and hacks. Whatever that is not true. Don't come and mention names. Because all of them know me so well. I will go to that person and say, so person said you said. Why did you? And that is my behavior. Naturally, whoever that knows me will say, things started coming up, things that are heavy. Mostly from cream seller to shoe seller. I said, this one, you don't pass my own power. I don't know how you people got to this stage. Shoe seller, despite that she apologized, I still don't talk to her. But I know perhaps we'll meet again on the, on the road. And then I made sure that I caught the closeness even between myself and my own friend, because I don't like to be caught up in mess. Naturally, I'm not someone that loves to be caught up in mess. You rarely find me there. I'm that smart. When I read through you, I look at you, I read through you, and I say, well, but my problem with her is that she's associating, befriending my number one enemies. Even though she would tell me behind me, oh, I don't talk to her, there's nothing between myself and her, but anytime this evil woman called Esabod does anything to my minor children, I always call her attention. Today, there's nothing I hide. I always call her Matori Awijare, Maye Yara. Because Tia Iba Ferron Yiloto, Koni Jai Joto Feshe Yawoto Piojori Sono. She caused everything on ground. Shebi, I have been talking to both parties. Like I said, that I deliberately closed up with this other one, the shoe seller. Not that Oti apologize. What else? Have I got? We settled it. But then between them, Kilochuku, less member. Ẹ ká gbàgbé ìtókùn ṣóyé yín. Báwo ló ṣe máa block? Pé kò sí big deal ńbẹ̀ now. Yóò fẹ́ wàhálà pé èyàn ti sọ fún, but every time tó bá ti sọ pé kí n má die. Even with everything that has been said and done recently, up till this morning, as I was, chatting her up and telling her pé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí máa lẹ́yìn. Ó lè dákẹ́ kó má rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kó dákẹ́, because ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ má believe pé gbogbo kíní ìtawà inside caucus tá à ń gbọ́ pé kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ lọ sọ bí ò ṣe wọ. All this why this skinny ò butter. She saw something that was not right. Pé no. People should not put Abike. Abike is even the least of gbogbo yẹn kò ní gbogbo yẹn ò tiẹ̀ carry weight, because they have things that are quite heavy. Ó sáré bọ́ta ó lọ sọ fún ìyá wèrè yẹn pé mama ẹ má blog wrong news, ẹ má gbé nǹkan kan lọ́mọ lórí. When you now saw Esa Were doing the same thing to your friend, if you don't want it to go messy, why did you not, exhibit such behavior like Larrit did as well, just to curb this mess. I still told her up till this morning. She's not someone I don't talk to. Larrit is not someone I talk to very often after that time. I just deliberately, I don't like anything mess, I'm not so much of a, social circle person. Yesterday, I chatted you up. I was begging you. You too can do same thing for the sake of your big day that is coming. Because Kinikani Castle. So when I saw all the things going on about her ex-husband, about this present one, just like I said last night, how could you people, the same thing I told Lara, because Lara just started calling me, I think 3 days ago, I've been, her sister, that her sister called me to say, Jay, what is happening? It's got nothing to do with me at all, because the moment we even, set that my own aside, number one, you don't know her directly. An ex, I repeat, blogger of us that worked under her introduced her to you. You got closer to her. If you want to pledge your loyalty or allegiance to anyone, I think it's that first person that brought her to you. After then, you got close to her to a point where you were borrowing her money. Whoever that could walk up to you and say, borrow me, that, it means both of you must have had some cordial relationship for her to have trusted you so much and for you to have trusted her so much to borrow her money. This woman too said it online. Having considered the things that she's been doing online to other people, don't you think it will come to your own turn someday? This is what we have always reiterated to her about this woman. But come on, when it starts, don't come to me ever, because I will never be your mouthpiece when she eventually messes you up. And same thing I told Larry too. Okay? Well, I don't really talk to that one often, but as at this time when she called me, I'm like, did you call this woman to tell her anything about what is going on between both of you? She said no, that the only thing she told her was so when she saw a post, that she's not someone that calls her often. And I asked the other one too. I was like, whoever it is, you will just end up messing yourself up. Is everybody will come to your chat just like they are on my chat thinking I will say some deep things. I don't have the time. I spoke to her at length. Come on, what is wrong with you? You are hitting your 50th birthday this year and you are still behaving this way? Let me. Can you see that? Did you read this part? I will never join hands with anybody, nor you, to lie on anyone or to support what is untrue just because you are my friend. Obumi, ole mi Mr. Muni Olo, Shioni depression. This was today. Can you see today? At 22:58. We yap. Monishori. This is what people will be assuming. But when are you going to learn? I said you subjected yourself to ridicule, Toria, Wijare, Sonu. So what else could I have? Were you ever in court with also person? Iya yima oma momo ti nobo yin lara o le lu abike. Well, it takes tolerance, perseverance, understanding, maturity to handle this kind of messy issue because a lot of people are involved. Ebu oladeni. Ti ex no ba lawon eyan titi e to sunmo. Ton ba gbe story mi wa. This same woman will still accept in Kontomba to so and say, Farida won't look paro money. Is this what you want to make out of your life, out of yourself, because you want to fight someone when I don't know. And the same thing, Larry too. But I am closer to Farida and they are good friends. You can manage this issue. Remember.